Well, we're back again. We have another IKEA project. My wife bought something. It's a thing. I don't even really know. We're going to dive into it and put it together. I'm glad you're here. Let's do it. Step one for the base of this contraption is this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. We look at the pictures. IKEA directions are only pictures. There's no text to them. So we're going to go ahead and take 4 of these dowels. That's what it calls for. It calls for 4 of these. And we're going to put them in the end of each one of these boards. You'll see that there is 1, 2, 3. They go in the middle. One goes in the middle. I'll get that in a minute. One goes in the middle. Ta-da. Goes in. Goes in. And then it goes in the middle of this heavy one, like so. There we go. Step number 2, we need 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ironically, that's all of them. From the picture, we're looking at the 2 big holes for reference, and we know that it goes on the opposite end, so 2 here and 2 here, that's 4, and then 6, and then 8. And you want to make sure these go the right way, so you want the thread side to go down in, and they'll go like this, like that, and like that. Then we go to step 3. Looks like we need all 4 of these. Perfect. I like to orient my boards to the way the picture is, so it just kind of helps me here. This one goes here, and this one goes here, and these 2 are going to go on this board, and they'll also go on the here and here. Check this out. You use these little white things, and you just push them in there, these little tabs. So, in it goes. In it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. These little things right there. These must be the things that make these things lock in place. So you push them down like that. It's in. Well, you got to push those pretty hard. That's in. It locks those in place. Push that in place. There you go. They're locked in. Perfect. Step number 5, we start to make this thing come together. It's a little bit confusing here because I don't know which way this goes, but I'm going to assume it goes on the outside. So this is a little misleading. These directions, this is where these kind of suck because I'm not sure where this one goes and where this one goes. I guess it goes like that. It doesn't do a very good job of differentiating this board with this big heavy metal piece on it versus this board. Guess what? That's right. Now we're cooking. Okay, I got to figure it out. You just turn it this way because this side has the beveled edge on it, so you gotta watch for that. Okay, now we're cooking. So this is how it goes. So silver side's up, beveled side this way because it doesn't have a bevel on the other side. Okay. Black piece on this side, big heavy metal piece. All right, this is how it goes. Now we're gonna firm this up real quick. Okay, we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 4. All right, and it's calling for these to go. I need a screwdriver. So these get shoved in, lock in place. All right, slide them in here and just rotate them into the locking position. You just put these cams right in here, and then they lock onto those things that you just put on. All right, there. And then we'll do the other side down here. Piece of cake, you just shove it in, give it a turn to the right, and that locks it in. That locks it in. And we're gonna do the same thing on this side. We'll put these in place, and we're just going to lock them in with a snug turn to the right. And that pulls that in nice and tight. And it pulls this in nice and tight. Now, That thing is snug as a bug. Perfect. Now the directions say to flip this whole thing over. So we're gonna go flip, flip, like that. These little feet things, these little slides. So I imagine I go right here as pictured, right here. And then it wants us to put these in, these feet here. Oh, I see, these go in here. These are your adjusters. So they're adjustable to make it level. All right. Turn it over again. And then it wants me to put these 4 dowels in. 2, 4, which makes sense. And for sure, they're gonna go right here for sure, because that's the only place they'll fit. Oh, those are snug. Perfect. And perfect. Let's come back to this. That's it. So let's set this off to the side until we get the cabinet built. So far, easy peasy. Now let's grab those 2 boxes, we'll open it up, and then we'll sort out our contents right against this garage door. So these boxes aren't numbered, I don't see. So I guess we'll start with, I don't know, the small box, I guess. Oh yeah, I beg your pardon. The box is numbered. This one says box 1, so we'll start with box 1. So we'll start with the directions. This is what we're building. We're going to sort this out. Those 5 boards along with the hardware, that's the contents of box 1. Let's get into box 2 here. These are the pieces all lined up here. We've got the 2 doors, and then I imagine that's the side, and then I imagine these are the shelves. So let's just get to putting this together and see how it turns out. This is all the hardware that they sent me right there. I don't really care for, sorry about the noise. I don't really care for these particular directions today because none of the parts are labeled with letters or numbers. So it looks like I need that piece over there and whatever piece this is. I don't know. Let's just grab a couple. What?
Maybe we can go for a nighttime bike ride.
Sure. Nowhere, only in the subdivision.
I know. We're not leaving the neighborhood. Oh, Mom and Dad wouldn't let me right now.
Which one is that? So is it that one, perhaps? I don't know. It must be. I'm gonna go with this one because it has these little dewies sticking out of it. These things here, and they're in the picture, so let's assume it's this one. So I'm trying to match up the unfinished side. So this side's unfinished, that's unfinished, and this has gotta go like this. Yeah? It's gotta go like that. Has to go that way. You think? I don't know. I think it does. These knobs, 1, 2, 3, go 1, 2, and 3. They slide down there, lock it in, and then there'll be a bottom piece like this. The question is do I have the right piece? Do I have? Is this the top or the bottom? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna put this one on here like that. 1, 2, 3. These dewies. There's a groove here. This is the unfinished side. This is the finished side. So this is obviously the back. And here's the groove that the back thing will slide into. I see it now. And these go like that. And that goes like that. Lip. Well, that can only go one way. I apologize for all that noise. It is the fireworks outside, if you can hear them. I don't know if this microphone will pick that up or not. So, unfinished, spin it around. So the unfinished side will match this unfinished, 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 unfinished. And of course these notches only go one way, right? So they gotta slide down onto these to lock in. So we will do exactly that. We will. Well, this is kind of neat. I kind of like this. They've already got it basically assembled, kind of a different way versus those cam bolt things that they normally do. There we go. It's already starting to look like a cabinet. That's it can't be this easy, can it? Step 4 is calling for us to put in. It wants me to rotate the box. Okie dokie. So we are going to flip it towards you so you can see it. 1, 2, 3. Up you go, easy peasy. So this is the back side of it, right? And then what gives these things a lot of support, actually this one's pretty sturdy to be honest with you, but what's gonna give it a lot more support is when we slide the back into these grooves. We're gonna slide it right in here and it'll latch in, and I bet we have to tack it down after that. So here, let me show you. It comes like this, and then you open this up, and your finished side will go inside, and then your unfinished side will be on the outside. So we're gonna go just like this. We're gonna turn it around. You just take it down here and you slide it in the grooves. Come on. Slide it in the grooves all the way to the end. That's that. Although that doesn't, something's not grooving here. Huh. So my holes aren't lined up for some reason. What did I do? What did I do? Maybe I whacked it too hard? Maybe this is not sitting up here for some reason. All right, so that's not going right. It's almost lined up. What's happening? So my problem is that this isn't lining up with these holes. It's like a 1/8 of an inch or so off. Well, it's more than that. Is it because it's out of, is it out of, what do you call it? Is it out of square maybe? Is it? So this doesn't want to fit all the way up into here, so these things line up. So I think the culprit is that this is too long. It looks like it was supposed to be cut here, but they didn't cut it straight. So I'm gonna just, I don't care, I'm gonna cut it because it ain't right. So I'm gonna fix that my way, okay? Let's see if, how well we did here. Let's see, did I mess it up forever? Or are we gonna be okay? Oh, now we fit. Perfect. Now it wants me to put these in to hold that thing in place. So these go in first, like this. They get pushed in the holes. And then these little things go inside of those. They lock them in place. So you just push on them real hard. There it goes. That one goes in. These little dewies go in. They go in all the way around the perimeter. Well, these are neat. I've never seen these before. I've never used these before. Pretty easy that that is for sure. These things just get shoved in and they just wedge it in place and they hold it. You got little grooves on it, so they're kind of like zip tie teeth. And it just stays in there. Well, that's easy. That's a lot better than nailing them like you used to have to with those little tiny nails. You'd have to go around and nail these things on with those little itty bitty tiny nails and a big hammer and whack your thumb. What? What are these? Safety things? Well, there's no directions that tell me what those are, so there's literally no words in here. No idea. Oh, these are spacers. You may have to use it, may not. Okay. I see what it is. My God, that's heavy. Okay, so it's got to go this way. For sure. So, through the magic of editing, I wouldn't have to show you this, but I'm going to show you I made a mistake. This piece is on upside down. I need to take it off, turn it over, and put it back in. This finished side should be on the inside, and the unfinished side that's on the opposite side should be out. And I think that's what's causing me to have some, I think I'm in trouble here. I think I may not have had to cut this board that I did, and I noticed when the base wouldn't line up correctly. So I don't know. I attributed it to directions that don't have any words, maybe, or maybe it's just I just missed it in the picture. I don't know. But I have to take this back off to flip this around. So this panel's got to come off, this got to come off, this has got to come off. So let's just do that really quick. I'm a little frustrated. So I have to pull these out. I got to pop these out. Oh man. Cannot believe I did that. I should have tried a little more problem solving before I cut this back piece. Because now I believe it's going to be too short. All that just to do this. Turn this bad boy around the correct way. And then this has got to go around this way. Because you want these holes back here, and you want the finished side here, unfinished on the bottom. Okay, now I know. Now I know. How short do you think we're gonna be? We're gonna be as short as the amount that I cut off, I bet. But maybe I can finagle it a little bit. Maybe I can finagle it, finesse it a little bit, make it right. We'll see. About to find out here. Here's a moment of truth right here. Yeah, a little messed up here. Let's just back it down. You know, it's just gonna have to be good enough for who it's for. I'll tell you that. Okay, there's that. Now let's put all those other pieces back in here. Remember, this heavy metal slab goes towards the back. So we are going to just rotate this over like so. Yeah, now this is gonna be perfect. Now this is going to line up absolutely perfectly. There, it goes like that, that goes like that, that goes like that. Oh yeah, all better. 100% all better. So we'll turn this around like that. Those hooks go there. Piece of cake. So now we're just going to put these dewies on, which certainly doesn't seem like enough, to be honest with you. That doesn't seem like enough to, these little plastic things to hold these on here. You think you would screw these in nice and tight, but I'll put that in there. My God. There. Think I can tap that one in? There it goes. Perfect. All right, these are all locked in place. This part is done. Because I have this gap up here, I'm just going to put this black tape on it so you don't see the gap from the other side. These shelves have little grooves in them, so those shelf things slide in here like this, the little clips there. So you think you would lay them on there flat, but no, you turn these upside down like that, and then these things literally fall down into them like that. And that holds them so they don't move. Huh. Nice. I like it. this is it. This is the little cabinet we're going to use for shoes, I guess. So there you go. Does it close? It's got a soft close. Got a soft close. Ta-da. Perfect. Here's my final thoughts on this cabinet. Is it easy to put together? Yep. It's pretty easy to put together. There's really absolutely nothing to it. The only thing that you have to do is that you have to make sure that you're paying close attention to detail. Which side is the finished side, which is unfinished, because the directions don't do a very good job of showing you that. There's no words in them; it's just pictures only. So that's the only frustrating piece. But other than that, this is way more stable than some of the other things that I put together. I like it. I think it's durable for a little while. Yeah, I made one mistake where I had to go back and backtrack a little bit, but that happens, and it was easy to do. So the only thing that I'm irritated with a little bit is directions that don't have any words, just pictures, and when they don't show you the very close detail. Normally they do in these IKEA directions. Normally they're pretty good, but today a little frustrated because I had to go back and flip that board over. So I don't know. It's easy. You can do it. I'll let you know how this thing holds up. We're going to use it for shoe cabinet. Now I got to get it in the house. So when I planted my trees, I accidentally cut through my cable. So Xfinity is here today fixing it for me. Can I just tell you what an awesome experience I had with Comcast? I cut this last night and they are here this morning taking care of it. My guy's name is James. I explained what happened. They said, listen, there's absolutely no charge for this. We're going to take care of it and get you back up and running. It was an absolutely fantastic experience with Comcast, believe it or not. So very happy about that. Sad that I had to cut through the cable, but glad that they're here literally not even 12 hours later to fix it. And then they're going to take this and then tie it into there. This is my old cable here. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Thanks, Comcast. Oh, those are my trees, by the way. And these are the arborvitaes that I planted. I have 7 of them. They were $49 a piece, $49.99, so call it $50. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the whole idea was to plant them kind of right here in line with these posts. So, and that's the culprit that I cut through the line. But anyway, those are the trees. Bink.